Welcome to Super Excel Training and Coaching. My name is Steve Huang. In this video, you are going to learn how to do XLOOKUP as array formulas. This is the 8th video in the XLOOKUP Inside Out series. If you haven't watched the previous videos yet, you may want to go back to start from the first one. If you have never heard about the concept of array formula or never used array formula, now it's about time. Since Microsoft introduced dynamic array formula feature in the year 2020, it has made array formulas so much easier, so much more powerful than before. In this video, you are going to see one example that XLOOKUP array formulas in 3 cells can replace the need to have XLOOKUP regular formulas in tens of thousands of cells. You can download the training Excel file from the link in the description below, so you can practice along and have the hands-on experience. Now, let's dive into it. If you are practicing along with the download Excel file, this file is Super Excel 8 XLOOKUP array formulas. By now, you are familiar with the data we have. We have those customer IDs bought from us on the different dates for the different product family or products for so many cases and dollar amount, and we're having 6,560 records over here. And given the data, we want to get the city, state, and region of all those 6,560 customer IDs. And on the left side, we have a small table, and those are all the 41 customer IDs this company have, and we know which city, state, and region they are located or belong to. Given that, we can do XLOOKUP over here to return the city, state, region of all those customer IDs. Now, this time, we're not going to do this as a regular XLOOKUP function anymore, because we are going to do this XLOOKUP as array formulas. Array formula is so much more powerful, it eliminates the need to have the formula to be placed into lots of cells. Before I show you how to make this as an array formula, let me first create this XLOOKUP as a regular formula so later you can see the contrast. As a regular XLOOKUP, in the cell K11, I will do equal sign XL tab to insert the function. Use my left arrow key to go to the column F to select the F11, this single customer ID. And I'm going to lock the column and allow the row to be open. So F4, 1, 2, 3 times. And then comma, I need to select the range we're looking within, which will be column A, all those 41 customer IDs. Let me use my left arrow key to go there, and then Control Shift arrow down, F4, makes absolute, then comma. The third argument will be the range we want to return the value. Since we want to return the city, which will be in column B, let me use my left arrow key to go there, Control Shift arrow down to select that range. This time I want to lock the row but allow the column to be open. This way when I copy the formula across, that can change to the state and region. So F4 1 time, 2 times, and then colon bracket and enter. Now I'm getting the city of that customer ID 1404. This XLOOKUP is something you have learned already, but this is a regular XLOOKUP function. As a regular XLOOKUP function, it returns one single value. The result is just the city of that customer ID. If I want to have the results for the other customer ID, I need to copy the formula down. If I need to get the results for the state and region, I need to copy the formula across. So now I can copy that, and then left arrow key to go to column J, Control arrow down to go to the bottom, arrow right, move to column K. Then from here, I want to select order up with Control Shift arrow up, and then I need to select 2 more columns. I will hold down Shift key, then press arrow right, again Shift arrow right. Now I have all 3 columns, then Control V to paste. So with that, we are now getting the results for all those customer ID and getting their city, state, and region, all the 3 pieces of data over here. Now that's a regular XLOOKUP, and we have to have this formula in all those 19,680 cells. But we don't have to do this in this way as a regular XLOOKUP formula. Instead, we can make this as array formula. We don't have to have the formula in all those 19,680 cells. We can just have the XLOOKUP formula in 3 cells, and the 3 cells formula will spill the results automatically to all those 6,560 custom IDs. Now let me undo, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. So nothing is over here. Now I'm going to redo this XLOOKUP, but as array formula. Actually, before I do, you have to understand what is an array and then what is an array formula. Array is a collection of more than one item. If you have only one cell or one item, one value, it's not an array. If you have 2 or 3 or 5 or 100, 1000 of cells or values, then those are array. Anything more than one, that's an array. So array formula will be the type of formula where the results of the formula will be an array, meaning the result of the formula will be more than one value. That's the definition of array formula. Now, how can we make this XLOOKUP as an array formula? Let's start with equal sign, XL, then tapped into the function. Before, when we did the XLOOKUP as regular formula, our first argument is this one single cell F11. Then that formula will return the city of that single custom ID. But this time, we are going to make this as an array formula. We wish the formula to return the cities of all those 6,560 custom ID over here. So for that, we need to make our first argument not being this one single cell. We are going to make the first argument to be this array of 6,560 cells. So now I'm going to use Control Shift arrow down to select all the way down to include all those custom ID. And we have no intention to copy the formula down because one formula will spill the results all the way down for those 6,560 custom IDs. But we do need to copy the formula across, so I have no need to be concerned about the row to be locked or not at all, because we're not going to copy the formula to any other row. We'll only need to be concerned about the column. And when copy across, I do wish this range to stay in column F, so let me do F4 3 times to lock the column only, and row no need to lock at all, and then comma. The second argument will be the range we're looking within, which will be the column A over here with those 41 custom IDs. Let me use my left arrow key to go there to select all those 41 custom IDs. Control Shift arrow down to select that range, and then I wish the column to be locked, so I'll do F4 3 times to lock the column only, and row we don't need to be concerned, comma. And then the third argument will be the range to return the value. Since we're trying to return the city, I need to go to the column B over here to select those 41 cities. Let me use my left arrow key to go there. From B11, Control Shift arrow down to select that range. And when I copy the formula across, I do wish this range to change from city to state to region. So I'm going to leave the column to be open, and row we don't need to be concerned at all, so no need to log anything for this. And then closing bracket. Now I'm going to enter this formula, but before I do, let's review this one more time. We are making the first argument as an array of those 6,560 custom IDs. So this XLOOKUP is going to return the cities, not just for that first custom ID, but will be for this array of those 6,560 custom IDs. And this formula will spill the results all the way down. Now, if I press enter, you notice, even though we only enter the formula in one single cell, but that one formula spills the results all the way down. If I go to the bottom with Control arrow down, you will see all those custom ID we are getting their cities. You also notice this range over here has this blue outline, because this is the result of that array formula being spilled into that range. So this is one array. That's why we see this outline indicating this is an array. And also, I want you to know that this array formula only resides in cell K11, not in any other cell below over here. So if you place your cursor in any other cell rather than K11, look at the formula bar. The formula is in gray. So the formula is not really there. If I double click into those cells below over here, it all shows as blank. There's nothing over here. But the result of the formula, they do somehow appear in those cells over here. Now I want you to know this formula, since that's an array formula, it's going to spill the results all the way down. If there was a cell over here having content, then the array formula couldn't spill the results down because that would be broken away. So if I enter something over here, anything random, you see that array formula will give you this error, spill error, because it was supposed to spill the results all the way down, but this cell having been occupied already, so the array formula couldn't spill down. Will give you this spill error. Now if I remove this cell content, then the array formula will be working fine. Now you may wonder, if I copy those results over here to a different cell, those values will actually be there. So if I copy those 4 cells to the side over here by doing a regular paste, which is Ctrl V, and that will paste the content of the 4 cells. There's nothing over here. It's all blank. Because in the 4 cells over here, they are blank. They have no content. The formula only resides in the first cell over here. Now, if I do copy those 4 cells and paste on the side over here as values, so if I go to Home tab, use the paste drop down arrow, and then paste values. Now the value are pasted over here, so the results are there, but the cell content is still somehow being considered as blank. Now let me undo. Having this XLOOKUP as array formula, we're getting the cities of all those customer ID. Now we also need to get the state and region. I can then just copy this formula across. Now you see all the other 2 cells are also array formula too. They're getting the state and region of all those 6,560 customer IDs. Here we did this XLOOKUP to make this into an array formula by making the first argument to be an array. So get the results of all those customer ID. Now we can actually do the XLOOKUP in another way, also as array formula. We can looking for only one customer ID, but then we can make our third argument, instead of being just one single column of city, we can make the third argument to be actually 3 columns: city, state, region. Then that array format will return 3 cells to return the customer's city, state, and region as an array. Let's try that. Let me hide those few columns over here, and I'm going to do second XLOOKUP, but to have this XLOOKUP to look for only this one single customer ID, but return the city and state region, all 3 fields. The format will start with $, XL, and tab to insert the function. The first argument will be the single customer ID. Let me use my left arrow key to go there. I'm going to leave this as relative, comma. The second argument will be those customer ID in column A. Let me go there with left arrow key and Control Shift arrow down, and I will lock the row only because I do plan to copy the formula down, but we don't plan to copy the formula across because the formula will spill the results into all 3 columns to get the city, state, and region. So I will do F4 2 times to lock the row only, comma. The third argument will be the range to return the value. Before, our third argument was only the city column, but now we're doing this as an array formula to return the city, state, region. Then I could have my third argument to be all those 3 columns. Let me use my left arrow key to go there, starting from B11, Control Shift arrow right, Control Shift arrow down. Now we'll select this range of all those 3 columns. I do need to lock the row, but I will leave the column open, so F4 twice while locking the row, and then colon bracket. Again, this reviews formula. The first argument is the same as the regular XLOOKUP. We're looking for one single customer ID. And second argument is that range of all the customer ID, which is same as in the regular XLOOKUP. But this time we're making the third argument to be this array of multiple columns and multiple rows. Since we're doing this vertical lookup, it's going to return all the 3 fields of that customer ID. Now if I enter you see this one single formula spills the results into all three cells going across. If I click into the other two cells over here, look at the formula bar, the formula is gray. The formula only resides in that first cell. And then now I can copy the formula for the other customer ID. So I can copy the cell 011, go to the left with left arrow key, go down with control arrow down, and come to the right with arrow right. Then from here, I want to select it all the way up, control shift arrow up, then control V to paste my formula. Control V. Now that will give you the city, state, and region for all those customer ID. And notice all those three cells in one row is one array. They all have that outline to show you those are array. So this is the second XLOOKUP, but as array formula. We're making the third argument to be a range of multiple column and multiple row. So this way we can return multiple values as a result of this XLOOKUP array formula. Now you saw that we made the first argument to be an array in the first XLOOKUP. And this time we make the third argument to be multiple column, multiple row. We return also multiple values too. You may wonder, can we make both the first argument to be an array and also make the third argument to be an array of multiple column, multiple row? Let's try that. Let me hide those columns over here so we have space. Now in the cell W11, we're going to attempt to do another XLOOKUP as array formula, by which this one single XLOOKUP to look for all those customer ID, all those 6,560 customer IDs, by return city, state, region, all three pieces of information. Let's try that. Equal sign XL tab to insert the function. The first argument will be all those 6,560 customer ID. So I hold down Control and Shift, then press arrow down to select all of those customer ID. Then comma. The second argument will be the range we're looking within. Let me go to the left to select all those 41 customer ID in column A. Control Shift arrow down, and then comma. The third argument will be returning the city, state, and region of all the customer ID. Let me go to the left with left arrow key, starting from B11. Control Shift arrow right, Control Shift arrow down, and then close bracket. Let me bring my cursor back to the top so you can see my formula in the cell over here. So this time we're making that first argument to be this array, and we're making that third argument to be this array of multiple column, multiple row. So do you think we can return the city, state, region of all those 6,560 customer IDs? Let's try. If I press enter, you see it only returned the cities of those 6,560 customer IDs, but it didn't return their corresponding state and region. So when you do XLOOKUP function as array formula, you could make the first argument to be an array to return the result for all those items, or you can make the third argument to be an array of multiple columns and multiple rows. So you are returning multiple fields of information. But you can only do either one of the two. If you do both, only the first argument will be honored. So here we are getting the city only for all the customer ID. So that's how XLOOKUP function work as an array formula. Now I want to tell you, array formula is a big concept. In this video, I'm not teaching you everything about array formula. I'm only talking about the few things regarding array formula so you can understand this XLOOKUP as array formula. I hope this video is expanding your awareness of Excel formulas and open the door to the realm of Excel array formulas. If you find this lesson beneficial, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. For any question you may have, please write a comment below and I will answer your questions. Since now you have some understanding of array formulas, in the 9th video of the XLOOKUP Inside Out series, you will be ready to learn how to look up vertically and horizontally at the same time in one formula by nesting two XLOOKUP together. I look forward to seeing you in the 9th lesson. Thank you.